Hi there, I'm Maya and I work with the Nisqually River Education Project. Today we are at the 6th Avenue public boat launch on the Nisqually River, and with the help of our friends at South Sound Green, we're going to show you how to test the pH and nitrates of your water.
Hi everybody, my name is Sam and I'm with the South Sound Green program, and today we're at the Deschutes River here in Pioneer Park to test some water quality.
First of all, Sam needs to collect several bottles of water from the stream. To do this, he first rinses the bottle, then collects the water for testing. Next, Sam uses a stream thermometer attached to a piece of rope to take the temperature of the water. After being in the water for 1 minute, we see that the temperature is 12 degrees Celsius. Before we start testing, let's talk about safety.
So now that we've collected our water sample, we need to go over a few safety things. So first, you'll notice that I'm wearing gloves. We are going to be working with real chemicals. Everybody needs to be wearing gloves at all times. Also, you'll need eye protection, goggles. Might not be the most comfortable, but they will keep your eyes safe. We also have a waste container. Again, we are working with real chemicals. All of these chemicals we want to make sure that they end up in the right place, and the wrong place is in the river or the ground. All chemicals, once they've been used, end up in waste containers so that they can be disposed of properly.
The first test we will perform is pH, which is a measure of how acidic or basic the water is. Salmon and other aquatic animals like a neutral pH between 7 and 8 pH units. Here are all of the materials you will need to do this test. The first step is to fill each of the 2 tubes with 5 milliliters of sample water from the river. Next, we will add 6 drops of our pH indicator solution to one of the tubes. After swirling to mix, we put that tube into the right slot in the color comparator box. Next, we rotate the color wheel until we find a color that matches our sample. The number on the bottom of the comparator box will show us our pH value.
Next, Sam will test for nitrates, which are essential nutrients for plants. Nitrates occur naturally when plant and animal material decomposes, but can also be found when fertilizers run off into the water. Salmon need very low amounts of nitrates in the water, less than 1 milligram per liter. Here are the supplies Sam needs for testing nitrates. First, he fills a test tube to the 5 milliliter line with sample water. Next, he removes a nitrates number 1 tablet from the foil package and adds it to the tube. He puts the cap on the tube and shakes the tube until the tablet disintegrates. Then, using the same test tube, Sam adds 1 nitrates number 2 tablet. He places the tube in a foil sleeve and shakes it for 2 minutes until the second tablet also disintegrates. By keeping the test tube in the foil sleeve, it is protected from the sun, which can change the results of the nitrates test. Sam sets the test tube aside and waits for 5 minutes. Sam removes the tube from the foil sleeve, then places it in the octaslide, matching the color by holding it up to the light. The slight pink color of the water tells us that there is a little bit of nitrates. In this case, there is 1 milligram per liter of nitrates in the water. On our data sheet, we record the site name, Deschutes River at Pioneer Park, the weather, the time we tested, and the date.
We also record our water quality data. This table shows the data from both the Deschutes River and the Nisqually River. What differences and similarities do you see between the two rivers? What does this data mean for salmon living in these rivers? Thanks for watching!